Hello everyone, my name is Carrie and this is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to the July Keeper Club unboxing video. Yay! Welcome! If you're finding me for the first time, welcome to my channel. I have a lot of quilting and stitching and knitting and just general making right here on my channel, but today is a special exclusive video. I have a quarterly subscription box. It's called the Keeper Club. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. The Keeper, the Project Keeper, here they are right here, and a little bit of my project library, is a creative original design for me for a twist on the project bag. I'm a product of the 80s, 90s baby. So the Trapper Keeper, you know what I'm talking about? They're fabulous. So I was like, project bags, merge with the Trapper Keeper, perfect, makes a Project Keeper. So I have a quarterly Keeper Club that you get an exclusive Project Keeper in the box, as well as something that's really, really close to my heart is supporting small businesses. I have been a small business maker for over 20 years, a one-woman shop doing all the things. And so I love to find other small businesses to support. So I merged my two favorite things together and I made this club box. So this is something that I ship out 4 times a year. January, April, July, and October. If you're in the club, yay, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for supporting me. If this is something maybe you want to be a part of, there's a link down below in the description box to get on the waiting list. Yes, unfortunately, there is a current waiting list to get in the club because everything is made with my 2 hands. So there's only so many spots available, but spots do come up. So getting on the list is definitely something, if you're interested in, do it. Another little tip is that I do announce any club spot opening to my Patreon members earlier as well. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the July box. So here, this is how they come to you. My Keeper Club hot pink, if you know, you know. They come to you in the mail. So this was this box. I've taken everything out of it, but let's just dive into what was in the July box. I feel like I always say that this box is my favorite. Surprise! I'm going to say this box is my favorite, right? Okay, so I don't even know where to start on this one because really it might be my favorite. So like I said, it always has an exclusive fabric keeper. So that's the part I save for the end because that's always the fun part. It's all fun. Really, it's all fun. But we're just going to dive right into the small businesses. So in this package, when you open up the package, there's always a letter from me, wrapped in tissue with the stickers and all the things. But this is a letter, I'm kind of wordy, that tells you all about what's in the box. So I got a little blurb, little thanks, little love you friends type of box, as well as this features and tells you a little bit of the details about each of the businesses in the box. So this box features, I don't have my glasses, 4 or 5 businesses. So that's exciting. Now, in true fashion, one of them is actually me as a double take because I'm announcing something new and I'm nervous. But so far, because the boxes go out on the 25th of the month. So this was the July box. Here we are in August. I'm a little late to come to show it to you. Lots of people have already shared on Instagram. Thank you so much, friends, that share and love and just show me all the love. I appreciate it. It's like a warm hug every day when I see these things. So, but in there, you got your tissue paper. You open it up and it had a little prize. It's always got a sweet treat. Let's start there. 1, 2. This sweet treat was from my friends. They're my newfound friends. Listen, I love a good sweet treat. Lake Erie Candy Company. Now, this is the second time they've made an appearance in the Keeper Club box because their candies are just knock them out of the park good. So they're a small brick and mortar candy shop up in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. And when I thought of July candy, what speaks summer candy to? Saltwater taffy. Did you ever go to the beach? And that was always one of those like souvenir type things, saltwater taffy. And I was like, okay. So I took it upon myself. It was a challenge. I had to do it. It was okay. That I was going to find the best saltwater taffy in the small business, like not in, you know, the big mass production saltwater taffy. I wanted to find this small batch candy saltwater taffy. So I'll be honest, I might have quality controlled or interviewed in my research 3 or 4 different taffy companies. So I saved you the calories. You're welcome, because I found the best one. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So this was Lake Erie Candy Company. It's berries and cream, saltwater taffy. They're seasonal. So their candies are only, you know, like the saltwater taffy will disappear after summer is over, but they have so many fabulous flavors. Just a little reminder as we go through this, all the small businesses that I'm going to tell you about are going to have their links There's shoppable links down in the description below, so you can go and show them some small business love if you didn't get the box, but you're like, ooh, that sounds fun. Let me go check it out. So anyway, links down below. So that was the sweet treat that was in the candy in the box. So good. Okay. So, and then there was a little organza bag. I love to put everything in little organza bags. I'm a big reusable organza bag girl. I put them in all the things. Anyway, so in this had a little assortment of 4 items. So I'm going to show you 3 of them because one of them's not going to make sense until I show you the other item that was in the box. Just stay with me, okay? This one is we all love stickers. Whether you're going to put them in your book of days, whether you're going to put it on your Stanley Cup, whether you're just going to put it on your computer. Like I put stickers a lot of places. It's kind of like me channeling my childhood days. This was such a cute sticker. I found, her name is Lisa. She has an Etsy shop. Her name is Dancing Dolphin Crafts. Yes. Again, link down below. She's got an adorable collection of cross-stitch stickers. And this is the one that I just spoke to me. It says, cross-stitch is not my hobby, it's my calling. Yes, please, thank you. So that was a cute little sticker from Lisa at Dancing Dolphin Crafts. And then the other 3 things kind of go with the other items. So let's zig for a bit. Now, one of the bigger items that was in the box, besides the keeper, of course, was me debuting as a cross-stitch designer. Now, don't worry, I'm still making keepers, right? Okay, so I have been dabbling in the world of cross-stitch designing. I do a couple subanes. I do a little, some tin charts, just little bits and bobs and tabs. But over the years, maybe if you're a collector of antique samplers, I became a collector of antique samplers. With the playing with the software, playing with the things. Anyway, the moral of the story is, in the July box was the debut for Tiger Lily Designs designing, meaning I have my first chart as an adaptation of an antique sampler. Now, if you go into the whole like definition between reproduction and adaptation and all the things, mine is truly an adaptation, meaning I took an antique sampler as inspiration. 98% of it is that, but I tweaked it to make for my own use for how I envisioned it to be repurposed into 2024 times. So first, let me show you the antique. You want to see? Okay, the glare is going to be bonkers because it's on glass. Now, I did take it out to chart it, but I put it back in the glass. So let's see. Yep, bonkers. Okay. Woo! That is the antique. That is the antique. So this came over the pond, I think about 1.5 years ago. I bought this one and it immediately spoke to me. I just loved these cartouches, these crowns. The crowns are what got me. And so of course it's beautiful alphabet, all these, the border was simple enough. The crowns were beautiful. And then I saw all these initials. Okay. So you can see that the antique is done in a variety of muted blacks and greens and golds colorway, right? And it's got the motif and the initials are AR and it's from 1863. And then there's some initials there, some initials over one here, initials. Okay, so I got this. I loved it. But in my mind, okay, I saw a red sampler. I love a good red sampler. I love a good monochromatic sampler. Let's start there. So what I did is I charted it and tweaked it. I adapted it to make it my own. And now to share with you. So let me show you. This is my model stitch. Now you can see it's a lot smaller. This is 36 count. I would hold up to, but I don't think they'd come in the frame. So you can see it's a lot smaller than the antique, but what else did I change? So again, this is on 36. Let me tell you the fabric it is stitched on. It is stitched on Be Stitch Me Linen Sugar Cream Pie. It's a neutrally with a pink undertone type of cream. It's not, creams can have all different kinds of undertones. Yellow undertones, green undertones, brown, grayish, pink, kind of blushy undertone. So this has a more blushy undertone in the neutral palette, but really it can do whatever you want. And then I did a red sampler. Like I said, I made it all monochromatic to make it easier. Now, let's talk about some of the other things. So it's all charted. The alphabet is exactly as AR did it in 1863. Obviously, there was just initials. I could not research the sweet stitcher that did this original, 150 years ago, but I thank her for her contribution. And so what I have done also is on her sampler, these two motifs were all over one. They were a lot smaller. They were a lot, anyway, they were over one stitching. Now, I started as an Aida stitcher. So as an Aida stitcher, I know how much over one is not fun. I'll just be true. I'll just be honest. Over one with Aida, you can do it. It's just not the most fun. And so I didn't want my first chart out the chute to have any over one. I wanted it to be easy and friendly for all of my friends. And so I have adapted and changed. All the cartouches are now stitched over two, and there's no over one anywhere. And so that's a little bit of adaptation from the original. And so that did reduce the number of initials. Now, this one right here features 9 initials. And so my theory behind this, my thinking behind this was to make it your own. Obviously, with a lot of times with antique samplers, you're just going to stitch it as you see it. And that's awesome. That's not what this is. This is a make your own. I call it, I haven't shown you the chart yet, but this is called the Crown Family Sampler. Because, like I said, the thing that first drew me to this stitch was the crowns on the top of the cartouches. I love them. They were unique, so awesome. And so I was drawn to them. And then the second thing was all the initials and the opportunity to make it my own. My favorite thing in the world is my family. And so I wanted to honor my family with my first sampler. And so what I have here, and you'll see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 4 inside, and then there's my initials right there, and then 2024. So I've got a collection of my 2 kids, Noah and Lillian here, my parents, and then my 2 grandmothers are in here, a grandfather, and my parents and my stepfather. So that is what is in my, those are my initials. But what I have done, what I have given you is a full alphabet to make it your own. So you find, and then there's also room. So if you're like, Carrie, I have more than 9, no frets. Don't worry. There's lots of open white spaces. And if you're a fan of over one, Miss AR, she had 2 in each of these cartouches. So do it over one and you can fit another set of initials to make it your own. Maybe you want to do like a child and their spouse, whatever you want to do, make it your own. I'm so excited. So again, and then I did a little adaptation with a couple of these designs on this side because again, there was some over one stitching and I wanted to make it friendly for my friends. So this is the Crown Family Sampler, debuting in the Tiger Lily July Keeper Club box. Now let me show you. Here is the chart. Now obviously I'm not going to show you the stitching chart because, not supposed to, but it is a full color 8-page booklet. So it's open, like I said, I'm not going to show you because it's all, well, so there's the cover and the rest is just charts and charts and charts. It measures 165 by 181. I said it was stitched on 36 count. There's a total of 6,057 stitches. I just think that's fun to know. I give you all the design sizes. So if you ended up putting it like this one is the design size measures 9.2 by 10.1 because I stitched it on 36 count. If you go down to 20, you can fit it. It's 8.3 by 9.1. So yes, this is going to take a custom size frame. I did this with my jigsaw, hacksaw, miter saw, my saw in the garage. I made this custom frame. If you've seen, I've done that video before, but it was super, super fun. So I was super excited to share this with you guys. Now, again, this chart is in the box, but it is now available on my website as well. So 2 different things to tell you about. So in the Keeper Club box, what's exclusive is you got, oh my gosh, I was so honored. And this is what it was stitched in. The model is stitched in what's in the Keeper Club box. And if you don't know, one of my favorite silks is Vicki Clayton Silks. She's a beautiful, beautiful person to work with. I love her small business, and she's such a joy to work with. And her silks are fabulous too, so that's always fun. So she was super excited and honored to make a exclusive colorway for our box. It is called Tiger Lily Red. It's just this beautiful, bright, vibrant red. Like I said, it's what the model is stitched in, and that's what was in the Keeper Club box. It's a Vicki Clayton spool called Tiger Lily Red. It is one of her mega spools. So her normal spools are, it's 6-stranded silk floss. Her normal spools are 8 yards, which is very comparable to all the cards and things, the skeins we buy at the store, right? Well, her mega spool is 24 yards of silk. Yes. So you are all set. Whether you are a 14, 16, 32, 40, whatever you stitch on, whether it's 1 strand or 2 strands, you had enough silk in the July Keeper Club box to do your chart. All you have to do is add your favorite fabric. I didn't want to include fabric because fabric is a personal choice, whether what color neutral you want, what color count you want, what's your favorite, find your favorite and stitch. So that is what was in the box. Now, if you didn't get the box, but you want to go ahead and join in on the Crown Family Sampler Stitch, I have a kit for you. So on my website, again, it is linked down below, I have kitted this up with another set of gorgeous silks because I feel like a monochromatic is my favorite place to splurge on a silk because it's one color. It's one skein, one color, depending on how big it is, you might need to, but it's one color. So it's not a big project where you have to get 10 different colors and 10 different silks. That can get expensive, right? So a monochromatic is a great place to splurge on silks. And so I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to share with you guys one of my other new favorite silk companies that I found. I met her at Market. She was a joy. Treen Way Silks. They're kind of small. Not a lot of stores are carrying them. Not a lot of designers are designing with them, but their silks are luxurious and fantastic. So what I have is I have kitted up with Treen Way Silks. They're beautiful red. Now it's not exactly the same red, but it's beautiful. It is part of their Harmony collection. It's number 12. It's a numbered series. It's got a little bit of variegation. It's not like over the top but it's a hand-dyed silk floss made in Colorado. Beautiful, beautiful company. Okay, so again, on my website, you have 2 options. You can get the chart alone. You have 3 options. You can get the chart alone. You can get the kit with floss for 1-strand stitching. So each of her skeins is a 10-yard skein. So you need 2 skeins to do 1 strand stitching to finish the chart. You don't need, but you do. So that's what you need if you're doing 1 strand, whether that's 16, 18, 20, 36, whatever you're gonna do 1 strand. If you're a 2-strand stitcher, no worries. I've got a kit for you as well, and that's going to have 4 skeins of this floss. So those are the options that are available on my website to join into the Crown Sampler, the Crown Family Sampler. So the rest of the 2 items that were in the Keeper Club box, let's go back to that, was this fabulous Lori Holt 28 size needles. These just came out in the spring, and as a stitcher, I always like to try the new needles. What's this? Of course, Lori Holt can do no wrong. These are fabulous. Love them. I have actually added these to my shop as well. If you want to just add them to anything that you check out with, add a pack of needles. I highly recommend. And then before the Keeper, last but not least is, if you don't know my daughter Lily, she started her own little Etsy side business this summer. She's a college student at Clemson. And so she was playing with beeswax and shea butter and all the things. So she made lotion bars. We talked about them before, but she made an exclusive Tiger Lily Keeper Club beeswax. And so this was in a little tin. It's super adorable flower. I just love having, and so you keep it in the great thing is, because it's in a tin, it can go in the bottom of any of your project bags. You don't have to worry about it getting on anything or chipping on anything or any of that. It stays in this handy dandy storage tin. And all you do is you just run your silk, put your finger on it and pull it out, and you're good to go. And it's fancy and it's handy and I love it. She's actually, like I said, linked down below. She will be adding more waxer, different shapes and colors and things, because I love to have these in all my silk. I like to use it for some of my hardier, my threads that need a little taming. Wax just does the trick. It's perfect. And so she did take a lot of time interviewing, or as her mama taught her, that you have to find the best products. You have to find the best quality. And so she did do her research and find the best beeswax to use. It's all organic. She loves it. It gives the nice texture. It's a good combination of all the things. It is fantastic. So that was also in the Keeper Club box. Last but not least, this is the Keeper box. I promise I'm going to show you the Keeper. My favorite part of the Keeper is picking the fabrics. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. As a fabric collector, as you can see, I like me some pretty fabrics. And so once I saw this collection last fall is when it was debuted, it was announced. That's how fabric collections, they announce these things like 6, 9, 12 months in advance as to what's coming. Shops order on all the things. I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for July. Like, how do I get it? It was a little nerve-wracking because Liberty of London sometimes has delays in getting their products shipped over here to the US. So I was almost having to zig and zag because there was a delay, but I made it work and we have it. So without further ado, this quarter's Project Keeper is the Liberty of London beautiful collection. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. It is, like I said, it's July. So July makes me think of summer, patriotic. This isn't patriotic, it's patriotic colors, right? Okay, so you can, if you love red, white, and blue, I love it. It's beautiful blossoms. This Liberty of London collection was called Arthur's Garden. It actually sold out like in record time. I was so thankful I was able to pre-order and get it in time to make these keepers for you guys. Of course, my keepers always have, can you see? They're quilted. They're made from foam. They're quilted on the diagonal, all in the covers. They have a nice, secure Velcro strap. And it's a great, it can hold, I mean, I've seen people hold lots of projects, but I usually put 4 projects in my Project Keeper. So the vinyl, you have 2 zippers in the vinyl, so you can have 1 project on either side, and then behind it, you can have more. Now, or it can hold a big girl, so you can put your chart, because that way you don't want to stick to the vinyl, right? Your chart and all the paper accoutrement can go in the back folder. Your fabric, your floss, all the things can go on the inside folders. This is obviously the double pocket style, and that is the July Keeper Club Keeper. Now, that's all I've got for you, friends. So I love it. Again, the next box comes out in October. There will be a few spots that are going to be opening up. I do know that already. They will go to my Patreon members first, somewhere around the end of September. First week in October is when I will open those up. They sell out very quickly. I'm sorry. There are a handful. If you are dying to get a keeper, the only way to get the one right now, guaranteed for sure, is the Advent box. I do have a handful, literal handful of Advent boxes left. The link is down below. The Advent box is fabulous. It's where this all started. My favorite thing to do, it's got a keeper. There's 12 days of, called 12 days of Stitchmas. There's 12 individual days. They're all individually wrapped. You can go back onto my YouTube and watch. I did an unboxing all last year. Shows you everything that was in the Keeper Club box. If you want to see, like, what does she put in her box? It's not going to be the same, right? But that'll at least give you a taste of what is to come. I did 12 days of little gifts and presents, all individually wrapped, all from small businesses. And the last day is an exclusive Tiger Lily Keeper. And that's it. Okay, yes, that's where we are. Okay, it's been a hot minute since I've been on this filming situation, but here we are. That is the July Keeper Club. So if you found me for the first time and you want to talk some more quilting and making and stitching, I would love for you to subscribe, like, and follow the channel. Stay tuned. I have lots of things ahead for August and the fall and all the things in the making with Tiger Lily. But until next time, friends, happy stitching.